What's going on, guys? We have a brand new ghost hunting video tonight here at the Potts house, Portland, Tennessee. We are the first people to investigate this spot. Savannah, first thoughts?
I am so excited. This house is so cool, has so much history written down in a book that you guys are gonna see, and I think it's gonna be a really good night.
We did a preliminary investigation last night and had some crazy activity.
Crazy.
If you were a TikTok subscriber, you got to watch that. We're also gonna be live tonight for our TikTok subscribers while we're filming. So there's never a question as to what's going on behind the scenes. Tonight we're in Portland, Tennessee at the Potts house. This house was built in 1920 by David Potts. The current homeowners found a black book in the house that actually laid out the history of the house that we're sitting in. The earliest recorded people here were the Potts family. Now, David Potts actually owned a general store downtown in Portland, and he was a very frugal man. In the book, it actually lists him as a tightwad. One particular story is David actually had a cat in his general store to help deal with mice. He fed the cat one saltine cracker a day, and he eventually got to the point where he said that that was too much money and threw the cat in a potbelly stove in front of his friends. This is the only recorded story within the book about David Potts. Now, Maddie Potts actually rented out the house after David had passed away. In comes Viola. Viola is probably the most important person to this story because she is the reason that Maddie came back to this house. Maddie Potts, the widow, was actually sent to an asylum at one point, and the only reason she got out is because Viola and her husband got her out of the asylum and let her move in with her. They would then move back to this house later in life, and this is where Maddie would pass away. Now, last night we conducted a preliminary investigation of the house and had a lot of paranormal activity. From footsteps in the front foyer to equipment going off all over the house, we had a very good experience with whatever was here. Nothing felt bad, but you could definitely tell when what we believed to be David stepped into the room because things got quiet. Now, tonight we're going to be spending our time trying to make contact with these same entities in hopes that they come through and speak with us tonight. We're also going to be interviewing the homeowner to get their accounts of paranormal activity that they've experienced in the house and compare them to what we've captured. Let's get into it.
So I'm Kristen Sendorf. I am the homeowner here at the Yellow House in Portland, Tennessee. So the day that we moved in, me and my husband and some of our other family members were taking boxes over and bringing them in one at a time. And I had brought some boxes in, and the rest of the group had gone back to the other house to get more. So it was just me here. And I was bringing boxes into the living room, and I heard this really loud noise, and it was almost sounded like someone took like a marble and like slammed it as hard as they could on the roof. And so I heard it once, and I didn't think anything of it. I thought maybe like something, a tree branch or an acorn or something. But then it just kept happening. And so I thought like, that's strange, but I wasn't thinking anything much about it yet. And so as the days passed, it was happening like really frequently, and it was the same exact noise every time. So I started to get a little suspicious and like, okay, this is kind of weird. So I went to mention it to my husband, and I just was like, hey, something's been creeping me out. And I was like, and I haven't told you yet, but he finished my sentence. He was like, is it the noise in the living room? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, you're hearing it too? And he said, yeah. So when we first moved in is probably when we heard it the most. And then from there, throughout the next, year, 2 years, we would hear it kind of random. And then there were a few times where we heard it coming, the same exact noise, but we heard it upstairs coming from downstairs. And so that's probably the first time we kind of felt like someone was letting us know like that, they're here with us. The first time that I was truly just like completely shook and knew we were having some activity here was Halloween. I think it might have been the first Halloween that we lived in the home. And we had some of our friends over, and so my family, my husband, my kids, our friends were all out on the front porch, and they were greeting trick-or-treaters. And I was in the kitchen, and I was making food and stuff, and I had been, taking food out to them. Well, I was finishing up cooking some food in the kitchen, and I kept hearing, we had a young baby at the time, and so I kept hearing my baby cry. And so I like rushed out there because I heard it happen a few times, and I was like, hey, what's wrong what's going on with Sully? Like, is she okay? And they were like, yeah, she's fine. Why? And I was like, I heard her crying. And they were like, no, she wasn't crying. She's fine. And I was like, that's so weird. I know I heard her crying, but I was like, whatever. So I came back inside to head back to the kitchen. And as soon as I just passed the door to the dining room, I heard the baby cry again, but it was coming from the dining room. And so I like froze, and I knew there was no one in the house because everyone was out on the front porch. So I walked right back out into the front porch, and I was like, I just heard a baby crying in the dining room. And they were like, no, you didn't. So my friend Megan followed me back in, and as soon as, same thing, like same exact spot too, like as soon as we got right past the door, we both heard it, and we looked at each other and we were just like frozen. And I was like, I told you. So we ran back outside and we told everyone. Eventually we got over it. At some point, we had gotten a book out. The house actually came with a book with all of these like handwritten stories and pictures. And so we were just exploring that book one day, and like we just like came across it, and we're, you know, looking at it one day. And we got really creeped out because the dining room has this hutch in it, and it's a built-in, and it's original. And so there was a photo of that hutch, and there was a baby crib in front of it, and there was a little baby, it looked like a little baby boy. And so I immediately got, you know, just like chills and was like, that is crazy. So it just kind of in my mind solidified the fact that I did hear a baby on Halloween. The last time that anything happened, it was me and my baby were at home together, and I had been doing laundry, and I would always take the laundry from the laundry room into the dining room and fold it there on the table. I was in there folding laundry, and I noticed that our blinds were kind of messed up, so I went to straighten them up and, you know, put them back in place, and then I went and grabbed more laundry. Well, I came right back with more laundry, and the blinds had completely moved. Like one was lifted and like higher than the other, and then they were kind of going in different directions and stuff. And so that was just really creepy because I had literally just fixed them. That same day, we have like a little sound machine that was in one of the hallways that we would always kind of play during the day, just especially like when the baby was napping. And we usually kept it on the same tune all of the time. And if you wanted to change the tune, you had to physically like press a button to change it. And so that same day, that tune on its own just kind of changed probably like 2 or 3 times on its own. So I felt like someone was trying to let me know that they were here. And the crazy thing about it is we had just, I think like either the day before or a couple days before, been playing with the book again. So it seems like when we open the book, that's when the activity starts to happen.
Hey everybody, I'm Kevin Sindorf. Live in White House, Tennessee. Originally from Lebanon, Tennessee, and just lived in the mid-state area my whole life. So my wife Kristen and I, we own this property, and it's currently an Airbnb. You're welcome to come rent it. Yeah, originally when we were hanging out in here, we would hear this really loud smack sound. It almost sounds like somebody's just spiking a marble onto wood, a very forceful sound. And at first I kind of just wrote it off as there used to be these old trees out front. Maybe it's something falling, hitting the roof. And then the more we got to talking about it and saying like, oh, you've heard it too, or people would hear it when they come over, we'd discuss it. And then thinking more about it, it's got an old metal roof on this house. So if something was hitting the roof, it would be more of a ting or some sort of a metal sound. So the smack was kind of an interesting thing to hear. And typically we'd only hear it in this room where we're doing this interview currently, in the living room downstairs, and then sometimes we hear it upstairs, but the noise would be coming from below us, which made no sense at all.
After talking with the owners of the house, we've come up with a strategy for tonight's investigation. We definitely want to focus on the dining room, the living room, and the upstairs to see if we can experience the noise that they were experiencing in the house. We also want to focus on the book. It seems there's something weird surrounding the book of history on this house, because even last night during my preliminary investigation, when I would read history from the book out loud, we actually had equipment activating. I don't know why, don't know how. Now what I can tell you is there is something surrounding that book that could possibly be paranormal. Okay, so the owner said that when she went through this book is when the activity in this house picked up. Specifically here in the dining room and the baby in front of the hutch.
Which is right there.
So we're gonna actually take
This baby chair.
this baby chair that they have for Airbnb guests, and we're gonna move it right in front of the hutch in hopes that we can have that same experience of have something cry.
I'll freak out if we get baby.
If I get a baby crying, these brown pants are about to be a different shade. Okay, so this device right here is 360 degrees of motion detection. As you can see, as my hand moves around, it goes off. And then we're also going to set our music box out here in the foyer. Actually, no, I want to put it on the stairwell.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Something about stairwells
Creepy.
in old houses. A lot of people theorize that maybe it's a portal. It's also just a means of moving floors, obviously. But I think there is some symbolism to that, especially since this is the original stairwell to the house.
Look how pretty it is.
So,
Really pretty stairs.
we're gonna get our music box set. Maybe it's too close.
Okay.
We're good.
You're not afraid it's gonna fall?
Nah.
All right.
Okay, so for any spirits that can hear my voice tonight, we're back again to visit you tonight.
Just to remind you, I'm Savannah,
And I'm Kalani.
and we don't mean you any harm. We're just here trying to learn more about you and communicate with you.
Now we have devices out that some you used last night, some you didn't. But we invite you to use them again to try and communicate. So we're going to give you this opportunity. If you would like to communicate with us tonight, please interact with one piece of our equipment.
I'm sure you recognize the people that we had in here with us earlier.
The woman we spoke to.
No.
Oh, okay. Are you someone that we spoke with last night? Are you one of the familiar spirits that we spoke with last night?
No.
No? Okay. Are you the child that was photographed in front of this hutch?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Shut up. That's crazy.
Ooh,
I just got full body chills.
Are you the same spirit that was crying in this room that the owner heard?
What was that?
That was my foot. Did you move the blinds on the owner? It's so quiet.
Yeah, I know.
That was crazy.
That was like really cool.
I mean, the moment I finished the question,
Yeah,
we got an answer.
really cool.
So I'm assuming you're probably not a baby anymore, if you can understand what I'm saying. Was this your house? Did you grow up in this house? We actually have this.
No.
No? Is this your photograph right here that I'm pointing at, if you can see me?
Is this you in the picture?
No.
No. What was that?
Right out there. Did we just hear you outside of the room? That's a bug I hear.
Yeah, it's a fly.
But there was a pop.
Yeah.
No.
Is there another spirit in here with us?
That fly is gonna drive me nuts.
Are there multiple spirits in this house?
No.
Not right now? Or maybe you can't see the other spirits here.
Where you are you by yourself?
I'm gonna grab the ovulus.
No.
It just said no. You're sending some mixed signals here.
Well, we also don't know if they can see each other. We don't know if they're interacting separately or if we're in a layer of a haunting, right? They all could be interacting with the same piece of equipment, not knowing that there's others in existence.
True.
So I think sometimes there's confusion with this stuff because we don't know, can't see who's...
Gray coat.
Okay,
Honda. Angle.
we have a device here that you can use that has words in it. So if you're the small child that was here, mop. Did you used to have to do chores here? Did you have to clean up the house? Did you mop this room?
No. 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 No.
4 no's. Okay.
All right, so you
I guess you didn't clean. I guess you didn't clean. Is this still the same spirit that we spoke with in the beginning? What about David Potts?
David, are you here?
Is this Mr. Potts?
David, if you're here, can you set off that bell over there by the hutch?
No. No.
Do you not like when Savannah speaks to you? That was you.
Yeah.
Can anyone ring the bell next to the hutch just to tell us you're still here? Just hit the bell for us.
No.
Wow.
What a real McAsshole. I mean,
No. Yes.
are you agreeing with me? Can you make a loud knock anywhere in the house? The owners told us that you were making this loud crashing sound in the living room right next to us. Let's step out of this room and see if it makes a difference, because remember he said that...
Stuff happens in other rooms.
Yeah. Are you happy that we're out of that room now? I turned the air down just a hair.
We'll turn it back up before we leave.
Okay. What's that?
I heard that.
Like a ring?
Yeah.
Like a bell chime or some kind of chime?
Yeah.
Are you upstairs?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you in the dining room?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Did you just walk down the stairs?
No. No.
Is that someone else? Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Hello.
Is this someone from It said yes. So this is someone else. Are you from the Potts family? If you're from the Potts family, you can either use the device in here or make the music play on the stairwell again. Okay, is this Viola? If we're speaking to Viola, can you set off a piece of equipment? Thank you, Viola. Do you remember me singing to you last night? Yo.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Yes.
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 Wow.
You like music, right? That's wild.
That is actually so cool.
Like, that is cool. It's not scary. Like, that right there, it gives me a glimmer of hope.
That's cool.
No hope? No hope for me?
No hope.
Viola, do you want us to come back upstairs? It seems like you hang out upstairs. No. Okay. Oh,
Okay, maybe that
there's
was
got to
David
be
and
two
Viola.
conflicting.
Yeah. Viola, if you can hear my voice, can you come into the dining room right here and ring this bell that's in front of the hutch?
Which this hasn't gone off in a minute now, so if that goes off. Thank you for playing the music, but we need you to come into the dining room.
Can you come closer and come into the dining room and ring this bell? I promise we won't hurt you. We're just trying to talk to you.
Let's like step back maybe.
Yeah. Just come into the dining room and touch this bell by the hutch. It would be very much appreciated.
She might just like hearing the chime.
You can go right back to where you are and play the music in a minute.
Just ring the bell for us.
Come ring the bell.
Is David in that room? Is that why you don't want to go in there? That's pretty weird.
She would have never known David.
That's true. But maybe
No,
it
I'm
could be
saying so that
existing.
maybe she just doesn't like
Is
him.
David like the bad guy of the house?
Is he just kind of grumpy? You guys are hearing this shake, by the way.
Can you see him where you are? Or can you... Okay. So David's in the dining room right now?
Viola, do you know if David has an issue with women? If so, can you set that device off on the count of 3? If he has an issue with women? 1,
No.
2,
Yes.
3.
Oh my gosh.
No way. No way.
So he doesn't like women and she knows it too.
And right
Is
when
Maddie still here with you? Does Maddie come back and visit?
right when I asked that said no.
Yeah. Well, then it said yes.
Yeah, I know. Is Maddie here? I would imagine you and Maddie would still hang out, right, Viola?
Yes.
You guys were pretty close.
Does Maddie hide from David as well?
That said yes again.
Again, guys, that device saying yes and no is Algorithmic EMF, ghostgeartech.com, link in description. Huge thanks to them. Okay, I really think we should do an Estes session with you in the room if David is in there
Yeah.
and see if
It
he'll...
just said no, no, no.
You don't want us to come back in there?
I think that's David. And if so, I don't really care.
Okay, we have Savannah under for
Hold
an Estes
on.
session.
The cord. I have to hold it.
I am buying a new headset after this.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, we have Savannah under for Estes. Okay, David, I'm going to give you your space. You can communicate through Savannah if you would like, or any other spirit in the house. Why do you?
Mom!
Why do you still haunt this place?
Yes?
Is there something keeping you here? Are you the main spirit of this house?
What? This is a woman's voice.
Am I speaking with Viola? Do you not like speaking with
Found
me?
it.
Do you not like speaking with me and my wife?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you do. Can you tell me your favorite color?
My cord's cutting out. Hold on. It's not working.
Hang on. I figured out.
Cause like I can hear it in one ear now.
Okay. I'll buy a new headset after this.
No.
Can you tell me your favorite?
Listen.
Can you tell me your favorite color, David?
Listen.
All right, I'm listening. What am I listening for?
Are they paying you? You.
No, I'm not being paid to be here. They brought me in because they've had experiences here. Oh, the bell just rang.
35.
Is that how old you are? Oh,
25.
I am 26 next week. I got a birthday coming next week.
Special, right?
It's a birthday. It's just a day.
Month.
I do like June.
Yes.
Listen, my birthday.
I know it's your birthday. 100.
Oh, how do you know it's my birthday? Because I just
Thank
said it?
you. What can I get you? New boots.
Ooh, yes. New boots would be. How do you know? Did you just assume I like boots?
Okay, John.
Who am I speaking with? How do you know me?
34.
Bell just rang again. How do you know?
1934.
It's 1934 for you? Are you a sensitive? Can you hear and see people that other people can't hear and see?
Lived here.
You lived here. Is this Maddie?
1934.
You lived here in 1934. Am I speaking with Maddie? Maddie Potts?
I was 20.
You were 20 in 1934?
That's it.
Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Are you in this book right here?
Very.
No. No.
It was easy living here.
Am I speaking with Viola? Is this Viola?
Keep going.
Oh, in the book?
You need to read.
What part of the book do I need to read? This is crazy.
Don't lose it.
I won't. This book will stay here, I promise.
Yes.
Yeah. When did you pass away? Is this Viola? Is that you?
We grew azaleas.
You did grow flowers. I literally, there's no way Savannah would know that I would point to the picture with her and flowers.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy. Sorry for my language.
Yes.
Viola, how are you talking to me right now?
Pastry. In the summers.
Pastry. I don't know what that means. Viola, are you playing that music again? This is wild.
Hi.
Viola, I'm trying to grow some flowers at home, and my hydrangeas are suffering right now. Do you have any tips? I just planted them. They're not looking the best.
I had fun.
You have to, why do you have to go? Can I come back here and speak with you again?
I didn't just live here.
Okay, what else did you do here?
Who are they?
Who is who? I can't see anybody else. It's just me and my wife. I just heard a knock. I don't think that was Savannah.
No.
Did you just knock in the dining room?
I had a turtle.
You had a turtle. What was the turtle's name?
Yes.
You had a turtle. Okay. I had a pet turtle named
JB.
JB the turtle. My turtle's name was Franklin. He used to go with me everywhere. I'd have breakfast.
That's it.
Breakfast burritos, and this.
He got big.
He got big. Yeah, mine did too. Mine would eat the scrambled eggs out of my burrito.
He was free.
Yes.
Did you find him outside? Was he a box turtle?
We thought about keeping it.
Why didn't you want to keep him?
Good.
Yes.
Mabel.
Yes.
Mabel. Who's Mabel?
Horse.
Oh, your horse is Mabel. Okay.
$20.
$20 horse, really? Who's selling a horse?
Just some.
The bell just chimed. What color was your horse? Savannah, you're an idiot. Savannah, lick my nuts. See, she can't hear me. For folks that, this is crazy to me. These are the moments that I
Elizabeth.
love with Estes because I have no words. Crazy, especially
From
when,
the area.
What's up, Elizabeth? Did you know that we were investigating tonight?
I didn't.
You didn't? Did you see us here? Is there like a beacon that goes up?
233.
You're from 233. We're at 235. So you're a neighbor. Did you know Viola? Wait. There is a section about neighbors. There is a section about neighbors. So
You
this
can't go to it.
Oh, this is 126, but it used to
Torn down.
be.
Yeah.
Your house got torn down. Okay. You used to be a neighbor. So the house changed from 126 to I think
Must be.
235. Oh, where does it say that? Oh, I saw it. And Viola moved from the log cabin.
No.
Is there an Elizabeth?
No.
Raymond and Lassie.
Yes.
Alan and Viola's closest friends, Mr. and Mrs. E.D. Brooks, and Mr. Brooks. Cynthia. Elizabeth.
Okay.
I don't see an Elizabeth. Okay, that was crazy.
Really?
Hold this real quick. I need to look at something.
Okay.
Something is weird about this book. Okay, so you were under Estes, and I pointed at a picture. I think we just spoke with Viola. Was it a woman's voice?
Yeah.
Okay, so I pointed at this picture, and I said, "Is this you?" And then you said, "I grew azaleas."
No way.
Swear. Yeah.
That's not an azalea though.
I know, but it's just crazy that I was pointing
At a photo
at a photo of her and a flower.
growing stuff. Was it her or Maddie?
I think
that
she had a garden.
That's crazy.
So Viola actually donated flowers to the Opryland Hotel.
No way.
But there was a name that came through.
That is so cool.
Darlene, Jane. The name Elizabeth came through.
A man's voice only came through once, and he was laughing.
Really?
Probably David laughing. No. Probably David laughing at me.
See, there's not first names for these people. It says Flanagan, Clayton, Edna, and Culprit, Ed and
that?
Cynthia, the neighbors. Someone came through that said they were from 233,
Yeah.
and I asked if they were a neighbor. They said their house isn't there anymore, so their name was Elizabeth. This is crazy. Okay, as much as I'd like to stay in this room, I think
Gotta
we need to move to the living room
Yeah.
and start our next session in there. For the next session, I'm actually going to start reading from the book, as this was the catalyst for activity for the owner. We've got some equipment set up in here as well. We're going to just kind of read through a few of the pages and see if anything starts to react with the environment.
Can I point out really quickly, never did I ever think that we would be ghost hunting and set our equipment on a restoration hardware catalog.
Oh. Thank you for ringing the bell.
I think that's funny.
Now, I want to point out something here. The reason I put the K2 meter next to the bell is to show you guys that we're not getting a consistent EMF reading over there. We're not getting any movement on the K2, but the bell did just activate, which the bell is EMF based. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. You'll have to point at this so I can see. Okay, let's read about Viola.
Okay.
Back in the early 1960s, our mother became very active in many civic activities. In my mom's words, things were pretty simple. Most every situation was right or wrong, good or bad, yes or no. In her eyes, there was no gray areas, no middle ground, nothing was wishy-washy, everything was pretty much black and white. She stood up and would defend to the hilt. If she thought she was right, she would not back down from anyone, and she believed in the old saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Mother practiced what she preached, day in and day out, in all aspects of her life. In 1962, she was mother advisor to 34 Rainbow Girls. Isn't that the Freemasons?
My grandmother was a rainbow girl.
That's an interesting... Last night I was wearing that all-seeing eye shirt. That's kind of weird. They would enter floats in the Strawberry Parade every year. Viola was a member of the local chapter of the Eastern Star and held the office of... I can't read that. And trustee. Wow. So it sounds like Viola wasn't playing no games.
Viola, you weren't playing no games.
Are you still here with us, Viola?
We'd like to keep talking to you.
We're in the living room if you can't find us.
Viola, if you can still hear us, can you please set off a piece of our equipment? Just one piece?
Okay, this is an interesting one I wanted to read. In 1963, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, our mother went to the civil defense classes and could tell you where the silos were that contained missiles. She knew where all the fallout shelters were all over Middle Tennessee and stocked our fallout shelter, the root cellar, with many gallons of boiled water in gallon jugs, canned goods, both store-bought and home canned, sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes, and dried apples. So she sounded like she was very prepared, very articulate, very calculated.
Yeah.
Kind of no nonsense.
No nonsense.
Are you still that way, Viola?
Maybe that's like why she doesn't.
Chloride. What does chloride have to do with any of that?
I don't know.
Can you still hear us talking, Viola?
There's another spirit that's in the room with us right now. Can you please set off a piece of equipment? If you're not Viola.
It's really quiet.
It is really quiet in here.
The owners talked about hearing a loud noise in this room. Can you make that loud noise again for us to hear?
It is so quiet.
It ebbs and flows everywhere.
Oh.
Thank you. Is this Viola back in the room with us? We have the yes/no device in front of the table. Live. We do have a stream.
We are, yeah.
We are live. We have people watching from other parts of the world.
And people are interested in what anyone here has
Worry.
to say.
You don't have to be scared about that. That device won't hurt you.
What did that say? Worry?
Yeah.
People are just interested in your story.
Okay. Thank you for ringing the bell.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to worry. I promise. We're just here to speak with you and share with people around the world about you. Are you just as badass in the afterlife that you were as you were alive?
Yes.
It's probably hell yeah.
Okay.
We can appreciate that.
So you're very independent, it seems.
Maybe that's why you and David don't necessarily get along.
Is that why you and David can't occupy the same space? Is there too much conflict, too much headbutting? Would you be willing to tell us more about where you're at, what it looks like for you? Do you know that you're dead? That was creepy.
I thought so too. It sounded louder.
Maybe it's just the question I asked.
Sentence.
Are you trying to speak? Is that what you're saying? Do you know that I'm still alive? Viola, is it easier for you to speak with us upstairs? Would you rather us move upstairs to communicate with you?
feel like we should.
Yeah, I mean, upstairs is where we had the best connection last night to her.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, we're going to move upstairs to have a better conversation with you. So if you would like, please go up there and we'll be there. Ears. Yeah, is it easier for you to hear us up there? Is that what you're saying? Can you hear us better if we communicate upstairs? Anyone? Viola, please.
We're just trying to figure out the best way to talk to you.
Let's go upstairs.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
All right, we're upstairs. Kalani's got the fresh kicks on.
Hi. My eyes are up here.
Oh, sorry.
You see me, boy? Better watch your mouth when you're kissing me.
I was showing off your shoes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You gotta show them off. Do the foot spin. Wow, we love minty green shoes. Wow, that's good. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Testing out the
Speed.
flexibility of those pants. Will they or will they not rip?
I might have it too close to the wall. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to start off this session by doing an Estes. I'm going to go under.
Wow. Kalani's always like, I don't want to go under because I get sleepy.
I do get sleepy, but I will go under.
Oh gosh.
Coming from the one yawn.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wow. Come on, you know you gotta yawn.
I'm good.
Damn.
I'm good, brother.
You know what? Comment down below if you know why yawns are contagious. Not just your best guess. Comment down below if you scientifically...
You don't know? It's just the same as STDs.
You're so funny. You'd know about us too. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I would. I'm with you.
Wow.
Just kidding. Or am I?
We're joking.
Or are we? Shall I?
Shantai.
Shan't we?
No, it said no. I think you should sit in the window seat to do your Estes.
Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick. Viola, come a little closer. I'll give you a rump in the hay.
You gotta like really...
Viola,
Your hair is
Viola,
fix it. Oh,
where are you haunting today? Viola, Viola, Portland sweetheart, that didn't cross over.
or maybe she has crossed over and she can just still talk to you.
Yeah, maybe.
We don't
I don't
know.
know. I ran out of lyrics.
You gotta fiddle with that chord and hold it.
Play the fiddle?
You gotta hold it and the bell dinged. You gotta hold it in the right spot.
I found the sweet spot.
Kalani. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
All right.
Viola, are you up here with us?
Complete.
What's complete?
The owners,
The owners completed the house or refinished the house. What do you think about the way the house looks now? Do you like it?
Yes.
Oh, that's it, yes. They put a lot of work into the house, don't you think? I think it looks pretty good.
soldier,
Who am I speaking to?
kind of. There's like a scream.
Okay. Who am I speaking to right now? Can you tell,
I'm getting a lot of feedback right now.
can you tell me your name? That way I can address you properly.
That's enough.
What's enough? Is this David? If this is David, I know you have an issue with women speaking to you, but I don't really care. I don't know if you know, but it's not 1920.
Spicy.
I am spicy. It's not 1920 anymore. Women can talk whenever they want to. So, sorry you got an issue with that, but
Yes.
that just almost made me shit my pants the way he said that. Yes, what? Yes, you have an issue with it?
What's that supposed to mean?
That said yes. He said, what's that supposed to mean? I'm just asking. I'm just asking if you have an issue with women being assertive with you and talking to you. Because it feels...
Who are you?
I'm Savannah. It feels like you have an issue.
Purple.
What's purple? Nothing in this room is purple, actually. Do you like purple? David, if you're still here, I have a question. Why were you such like a penny pincher? You wouldn't even keep a cat around that you only fed one cracker to a day.
Die.
The cat did die. You killed it. Why did you do that? Why did you kill that cat? It wasn't costing you money. Maddie, are you here? If
I kind of just thought I felt like two fingers just press.
Really? Well, what I gathered from that was David doesn't like me. He doesn't like women. He said I was spicy. And that he doesn't like when women are assertive with him.
So I have a feeling he wouldn't like Viola.
I have a feeling he wouldn't like Viola either. Also, you have to think too that like Viola and Maddie were best friends. So all of the bad things that Maddie would have to say about David after he passed, and like the way it was to live with him, the way he was a penny pincher and the way he felt about women, Viola would know those things. And you don't want your best friend to be treated that way. So she has to have some sort of resentment towards him. You know what I mean? Can I help you? Wait, are you finding your zen? Wow. Oh, that's some good leg work. Interpretive dancing.
Yes.
I said yes. They like the leg work.
I hear what you're saying.
What did I say?
You said that anything bad
No.
that Maddie had to say about David would have been passed
Okay,
on
you were listening.
to
I was just making sure.
Viola.
You know, like, you don't want your best friend, your girl, to be treated that way. So, like, Viola has probably got resentment for David.
Maybe.
Like, in the afterlife,
I will say this. It does not say anywhere explicitly that he was a bad husband.
no.
It does not say anything. But the fact that the quote that we do have says that this place wasn't a home until Viola and her husband moved in, tells me something wasn't right.
That in combination with the fact
That he
this
threw a cat in the
man
stove.
was so cold-hearted that he threw a cat in a stove, and the fact that we think we've made contact with him here,
And he's not very nice.
and he doesn't like me.
David, honey, you here? Sweet pea?
David.
David.
Is there anybody here?
Is there anybody out there?
I said to Dave, like when he got mad because I was like, hey, in case you didn't know, it's not 1920 anymore. Women can say whatever. And he was like, or I think it was him. I don't know if you said yes after that in that really aggressive voice, which almost made me poop my pants.
I was just saying it how I heard it. But I had to speak a little bit louder because there was like a loud feedback.
Yeah. It was loud
More than
downstairs,
normal,
too.
I mean. What did I sing last night that got us a response? Oh. What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. And what a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, the needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. That hasn't gone on since we've been up here, has it?
One time while you were under.
Do you like that? You want me to sing you another one? Nothing? I got a bell chime, at least.
Yeah.
Bell chime.
This is hurting my hand to hold it. Wow. You don't care.
This was a concern of mine before we came back tonight.
That my hand was going to hurt?
No. About the energy levels within the house.
See, they know.
Because, okay, this is my theory as to why places like Conjuring, Waverly, Pinhurst, your big box paranormal locations, I feel like not every night is very active because there's so many people investigating. We don't know how much energy it takes for a spirit to interact, if that's how they interact. But what I do know, from my experience, is that when you go to first-time places, they usually give you a bunch of activity in the beginning, and then it's just like hitting a brick wall in the back end. It's always that way.
They're probably not used to exerting themselves in this way with this energy, and it's different. I'd be really interested to see if we came back and filmed another episode here,
yeah.
and if we came back and filmed after not being here for a while. Like, don't come and investigate before. See how active it is.
Well, the best way that I could explain it to you guys, in hopes that you understand what I'm trying to say, is let's take a marathon, for example. You train for a marathon, right? It's a certain amount of exertion over an extended period of time.
Did you just smell pie? Like apple pie? I just got like, it came by my nose, like a whiff of apple pie.
Listen, I'm fat. I'd smell an apple pie.
No, if anyone has ever been to Disney World and sat in Mickey's PhilharMagic 3D show.
PhilharMagic?
Yeah, Mickey's PhilharMagic. I don't think it's Philharmonic. I think it's PhilharMagic. Whatever.
I thought...
I know. During the Be Our Guest portion where they blow apple pie scent in your face, that's what just came by my nose. I know I smelled apple pie just now.
Anyways.
Sorry.
So you got the marathon, but I think when you go to a first-time location, it's like a full-blown sprint, and then they're just dead.
That's true.
let's try and see if the book.
I also think
rile 'em
too,
up.
it would be really cool to come back and film here again, just because.
We may have access to David Potts' General Store,
Yeah.
the original one. So if we can get that one, let us know in the comments if you'd like for us to do a follow-up episode coming
Here
back to the house
and the
and
general
going to the
store.
general store. Let me know down below.
We've already found out so much and made so much connection. I think this would be a really good place to come back to.
All right, Viola, you're looking pretty sweet in this picture. Gotta be nice.
Wow.
You look sweet too.
Thanks. Wait. Oh, the flux.
Maybe she likes being buttered up.
You made me blush when you said that. You look sweet.
Did you like when I said you look sweet?
Are you seeing anybody?
No, I don't see any ghosts.
Wow.
But hang on.
I'm trying to pick up line on you. Come on.
Like, oh man, fingers really.
Look. Oh man, this ring is really hurting my hand.
Oh man. Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's a lot better.
Yeah, I bet. Feel a lot better making your own dinner too.
Whoa, that's too far. Joke went too far. So Henry, who is married to Viola, was born and raised on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
So by the mid-1950s, Miss Maddie was mostly bedridden. But Viola took very good care of her, feeding her, keeping her clean. It is noted that as a child, the writer, still to this day, remembers a strong smell of Lysol.
That's really sweet that she took such.
Sometimes on Sunday, Alan would physically load Miss Maddie up
Who's Alan?
into the bed of his truck. Viola's husband, I think.
You said it was Henry.
I think I read the wrong part for
Okay,
that.
Continue.
Bed of his pickup truck and take her to get lunch and ride Miss Maddie to places she wanted to see.
I'm crying.
Yes. Yes.
That's really sweet. Oh no, my eyes are filling with tears.
Miss Maddie told my mother, Viola, that before we all moved into her home, this home was just like four walls. And now it is a real home, and I'm proud of it. Miss Maddie passed away December 3rd, 1959 at her home here. She's buried at Maple Hill Cemetery in Portland.
Okay, I'm crying.
And this is her.
Stop. That was really sweet. Okay, I don't like being vulnerable like this.
But vulnerability is what makes ghost hunting and the history so cool. And I think that's why this location is one of my favorites right now, because we have so many just cool stories. And like this has actually made me kind of reflect, like I need to write things down more,
Yes, yeah.
because like I know things seem nuanced to me now, but when I write these stories down and I can pass those along, like I feel like it's not as good as having a person there with you, but in the same breath, it's really nice to go back and read these weird, nuanced stories. You shut your mouth.
That's probably David. David, you're gonna feel my shoe here in a minute.
Are you tired of us speaking with you tonight? Do you want
I think I need a break to wipe my tears.
a break to wipe your tears?
Yeah, that was really sweet. I mean, comment down below if you're also crying. I thought that was really sweet. Sue me, okay? I can't help it. I cry.
Well, it's getting kind of quiet up here anyways, so I think we're going to wrap up the rest of this video. If you guys enjoyed watching this one was really active. I really want to come back to this place. Comment down below if you want us to do a follow-up episode.
And the general store.
And the general store. But we love you guys. Thank you guys. Make sure you check out our new merch, ghost hunting equipment, And we also have our subscribers on TikTok that will be watching this as it's being filmed. So if you want to be one of those people the next time we film for YouTube, make sure you sub on TikTok.
And a podcast.
Yes, podcast, new one. It's true crime. If you're a true crime junkie, you're going to love our new podcast. We've already got one episode out. Another one's coming a couple days.
Yeah.
Love you. Talk soon. I'm Kalani.
And I'm Sav.
Bye.